Well, news that the Blue Angels will be returning to the skies next year delighted thousands of fans. Local merchants who depend on the Blues for business are pretty happy about it, too.
Hey, remember, last March we talked with one man who worried that his business would go under after military budget cuts and the government shutdown grounded those skilled Navy flyers. Well, Fox 10's Corey Pippen followed up to see where this businessman stands now that the Blues are back.
It's official, the Blues are back. Blue Angel officials announced yesterday they would be fully funded for a 2014 season. The news comes during a year in which budget cuts from sequestration grounded the demonstration squadron, cutting all shows, including the Pensacola Beach and Homecoming Air shows, which bring millions to the local economy each year and affect local businesses too.
But all the time we were hoping, and all my old-time customers would come in and would say, were the Blues going to get back in the air? And I said, well, we certainly hope that they're going to get back in the air, you know.
Samuel Miller's business, Feminine Flair, now the Sewing Box, has made the flame-retardant suits the Blues fly in for 28 years. Miller says when the Blues were grounded in March, the impact on his business was huge.
It was over 50% of our business. And so take any small business and you lose 50% of your income. It's a real shocker.
Blue Angels officials say during their downtime, each pilot was allowed around 11 hours of flight time a month, most of which was done here off the Alabama coast. Miller says during that time, they were in contact with him, positive they'd be back up in the skies for good, and he would be making their suits. Miller, who has since sold his business but still works on the Blues suits part-time, says the funding of the Blues has brought life back to the production.
Now I can go out and say, okay, we went out with a bang, as opposed to saying, hey, it was just suddenly you're not doing these things anymore. It's a really good feeling to me to say next year I can go out and say those are my suits again, these guys are flying, and everybody's glad to see them back in the air.
Reporting from Pensacola, Corey Pippen, Fox 10 News.
And the Blues will kick off their 2014 season March 15th.